Welcome to the State Hornet News. My name is Vince Ibarra.
And I'm Dominic Vidiello. Here's the latest from the State Hornet Newsroom. It was announced Wednesday that the CSU system would bring students back to campus in fall 2021 for in-person classes. Sacramento State President Robert Nelson said in a SacSend email that he sent out Wednesday afternoon, quote, "Given the current progress with multiple vaccines, we believe that science will allow us to return safely to campus next fall."
The greater Sacramento region will be part of the regional lockdown order due to our ICU capacity falling below 15%. Industries that are otherwise affected by this shutdown are as follows. Restaurants, only open for takeout or delivery. Retail and shopping centers, only 20% capacity indoor operation with special hours for seniors and those with chronic immune conditions. Offices, telework only. Places of worship, outdoor services only. Entertainment production and professional sports operation is allowed without live audiences, but the bubble environment and testing protocols are encouraged. Also, hotels and lodging, only open for critical infrastructure.
As the semester draws to a close, most of the student body has adjusted somewhat to the reality of all online classes. Choir students were some of the students that still had classes on campus. Our reporter Aranza Mora has this report.
COVID-19 has impacted many students, especially Sacramento State's choir members and staff, who had to adjust to new changes. Because of restrictions implied by the CDC, choir members now have to rehearse outside, wear face masks, stand 6 feet apart, and have a limited amount of members for each rehearsal session. A choir member shared her feelings on these new adjustments.
We get a lot of our critiques and our ways of fixing and improving our craft by being able to perform, essentially. And it makes it harder because of the COVID situation with the CDC regulations.
Sacramento State's choir director, Andrew Kreckman, talked about the challenges and new adjustments the choir has faced.
I think what they missed the most has been community, of not being able to just share that common bond of saying, hey, how are you? How's your day? What's happening? Zoom is great until it's not.
But not only has this pandemic brought challenges, it has also brought new ways of working together.
And then for those to go say, hey, I want to major in music. What happens if another pandemic hits? So I think we're trying to make this work, still provide the students a sound pedagogical approach to why we're doing this and what we're doing and how art matters.
This has been Aranza Mora reporting for State Hornet News.
TikTok has been a viral sensation for the whole year of 2020, and Sac State students have become part of the viral wave. I sat down with students who have found some success on the platform. The social media app TikTok has taken over. It's filled our time in quarantine with prank clips, conspiracy theories, and of course, the dance trends. Now, you might be asking yourself, why has TikTok become such a phenomenon? I spoke with Kate Chon, the social media manager for Sac State's baseball team, about why she thinks TikTok has become the app for you.
Honestly, TikTok is very an addictive app that you can just scroll endlessly and get endless content, endless entertainment. There's a lot of funny content on there. A lot of people probably were looking towards there's different types of content of from funny entertainment, dancing if you're into dancing, singing along, or just making funny little skits. What you mentioned, pranking videos, just hilarious content. And I think that's what really kind of blew up TikTok, I guess, because more people were starting to use it and more people were...
Sacramento State students have not been limited to success on TikTok. Whether it was the viral video of the baseball team passing out roses around campus, or students like Lauren Foster, who found TikTok to be a fun way to pass time during the pandemic.
Yeah, once school shut down, I was like, why don't I just start making videos, why not?
For some, TikTok doesn't just entertain, it helps connect old friends and classmates.
Someone commented and said that we had a class together, and it was weird. It was a class from 2 years ago. It was kind of weird, but so that was kind of cool. But
and it helps build brands. like the Sac State baseball team.
You know, you got to be on every single platform because every single platform has a different audience and a different reach. So TikTok was like really important for us because it would help with one, like recruiting, expanding our brand, and maybe reaching a wider audience, because TikTok is known for reaching like people can you not get like TikTok famous, but people can get a more global reach versus like Instagram, Twitter.
Our broadcast editor, Ian Ratliff, sat down with members of the Hornet Esports Valorant team about how their season went and what their goals are for next semester.
Hornet Esports Valorant team went undefeated until the last game of the season. Here's what the players had to say about their loss in the finals.
Oh man, it hurt, man. I thought we were gonna beat every team like it was gonna be easy, but you know, some complications happened. We had like some internet connection issues with one player, and that's kind of ruined our momentum in that game, and it eventually led us to that loss.
I wouldn't say it was a walk in the park. There were some teams that were like that did caught us off guard, but I think during the finals, what factors that we didn't have was we didn't really have much. We didn't do scrims as much. Like we didn't practice. And during the finals, we had like an unlucky event, which was Gilbert, our teammate. His internet went out, and we were on a roll, and like his internet died, and then like, we completely lost the momentum that we just had, and we lost the first game. And then like we all played like not to our best, like not at our peak, but I'd definitely say that next season we're definitely going to take it back. I'm not going to lie, take it back.
I thought we did phenomenal. We're basically just winning solely based off like passion and just wanting to like represent Sac State.
What is it like playing for a university esports team?
But playing for a college, it feels pretty good, you know, representing like your school or like just a brand, you know. So I would overall say it's a pretty good experience that some people should look into if you like video games.
It's so fun. It gets you so involved with your campus. You just get a lot more passion playing for your school, and just like the feeling of like beating another school while you're representing yours just feels really good.
Esports are relatively new to the collegiate scene. Is there anything the university could do to support esports more?
The next step for kind of Sac State to kind of get better at esports is like a physical space for the teams to meet up. Makes a huge difference in just environment. Like when you're actually there with your teammates playing together, it just feels a lot different.
Prince Washington is the defensive back for the Hornets football team, as well as an entrepreneur in his hometown of Fresno. Our reporter Gary Singh spoke with Washington in this report.
Prince Washington is a senior at Sac State, majoring in business with a concentration in finance. Washington, a native of Fresno, California, is also a defensive back on the Sac State football team. I spoke with Washington to ask him about how he has given back to his community and what is it like being young and owning a business.
I recently put together a food drive. It was back in Fresno, California. We did it for the homeless and anybody in need. We gave out over 200 sandwiches, chips, waters, hand sanitizer, and just essential things to help out. But then we went out off of Highway 99 in Fresno. If anybody's ever been there, you know it's a lot of homeless. A lot of people do go through some tough times, and during those tough times, you need a helping hand, somebody you could lean on, somebody that could do something for you, help you out, because in times that you're having a tough time, you want somebody else to do the same for you. Truth is, if you're trying to do something good, you don't have to wait to do something good. You should be able to do something good your whole life growing up.
Washington used his background in business to establish a storefront for his clothing line, King Culture Clothing and Cuts, located in Fresno.
Around like 2 years ago, I came up with the Popular Loner brand. It basically just described my lifestyle. It's the definition of a popular loner to me is the contradictory state of being well known but psychologically isolated. Opening a storefront in my hometown was always a dream of mine, and I came together with a couple of people I know, and we all invested in, put together in to create the store.
Damon Jenkins, a former football coach for Washington, and Washington's childhood friend Justin Parker spoke about Washington's impact in his community.
He actually donated the sweatsuits for our 7-on-7 team this year. And that's huge for him to be aware of that. And it's huge for him to want to go back and give back to his community, to show that, he's willing to go back and support the community that supports him. when he's showing kids that you still can achieve while, chasing other things. He's trying to be something more positive, right? He's trying to show kids that, okay, I can play a sport. I can still be, work on my music career. I can still go to school. And then he's still giving back to the community. And he's doing all of these things while, again, trying to pursue his dreams.
It's real big for him to give back to the homeless. Being a young Black entrepreneur, give back to the community. It's always a good sight to see.
Thank you for joining us on this edition of State Hornet News. My name is Dominic Vidiello.
And my name is Vince Ibarra. The coverage continues on statehornet.com. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. From all of us here at the State Hornet Newsroom, stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you next semester.